Israel, what it do, family? What it do, what it do? Hey, y'all, earlier today I was just seeing what I could see on YouTube, and I came across a video from this brother's channel, um, and he was providing some information on this so-called Paul Birdsong, this guy out in Philly, perpetrating being a Black Panther. So I took a picture of something that he was showing, and it got a little background information on this dude. And it says here, let y'all see it too. It says, Paul Birdsong is the current deputy chairman of the United Empire's Panther Party for Self-Defense, a modern organization inspired by the original Black Panther Party of the 60s. You see that, family? So he's not a Black Panther. He's not a Black Panther. His little peon organization is called United Empire's Panther Party of Self-Defense, plagiarizing the Black Panther Party of Self-Defense started by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. So he's plagiarizing. If there's still an organization out there called the Black Panther Party of Self-Defense, you guys, have all the right to sue him if you choose to, because he's plagiarizing most of the name that came from the Black Panther Party of Self-Defense. So he's not a Black Panther at all. He's perpetrating, trying to copycat of what our people originated and started and trying to make it his own, and actually going online, spitting all kind of rhetoric as if he's a Black Panther. He's not a Black Panther. So really, I don't care what he does. He has the right, being a part of the United, whatever it's called, United Empires Panther Party, United Empires Panther Party, copycatting off the Black Panthers. Anyway, he has the right since that's his organization. But them Black Panthers, they should really take him to court and sue him and stop him from using their name, because he's actually putting them on blast. And you got a lot of our people thinking that he was a Black Panther, and we was dropping a lot of salt on our own people. And this guy is actually plagiarizing being a Black Panther, and he is not. So for plagiarizing, you Black Panthers out there, y'all ought to take him to court and stop him from using the name that originated from the brothers. Okay? So it got some more background information on him. It says something like Paul Birdsong identifies with the diverse heritage, being of Caribbean immigrant descent, father's side, and mixed American Indian, Caucasian, and Black ancestry, mother's side. With his work focusing heavily on Black culture, liberation, and self-defense through organizations like the United Empire's Panther Party. So he's perpetrating. He's not a Black Panther. He needs to quit saying that. He's lying to the people. And he's got all these other people he's trying to include in it because he wants some money. Because if white people involved and people from these other nationalities are involved, people going to start donating money to the cause. It's all about him trying to get some money. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to quit plagiarizing being a Black Panther, because he is not. Caribbean roots. His father's family came from the Caribbean. Mixed heritage. His mother's side is a mix of American Indian, Caucasian, and Black. But see, just because he got some Black in him, the word of Yah says we are to try the spirits, and we will be recognized and known by our fruit. He's not standing on keeping the commandments. He's not standing on honoring the Sabbath. He's not standing on what most of us Hebrew Israelites are standing on. We on chill mode. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out there interfering with federal officers sent to Minnesota and other states to do their job, you know, and out there obstructing justice, you know, being led by mayors like Jacob Fry and the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. You know what I'm saying? And the chief of police, O'Hara. You know what I'm saying? So that mayor and the governor, they're under investigation by the Internal Revenue Service. But as far as like him having some black in him, he's not one of us. You know, a lot of y'all already know what scripture says in Jubilees about that. You know, we're melanated people. First Hebrew was Abraham, our ancestor. Of course he was a black man. You know, Isaac and Jacob, you know, same blood. You know, the Israelite nation started with Jacob. He had 12 sons. That's our nationality, Israelite, okay, because he was the first Israelite. Okay, and then after Sarah passed away at 127 years old, Moses married a Canaanite woman. She was a melanated woman named Keturah, and they had 5 sons, or was it 6 sons? You know what I'm saying? But either way, they were all black people. They were Hebrews, but they were not Israelites. This brother right here, you know, Paul Birdsong of the United, you know, Emirates, whatever it's called, his nation is organization called United Empires Panther Party. He could be a Hebrew, but he's not an Israelite, because our Father says we have to try the Spirit. We already know what he'd be about. We will be known by our fruit. He's talking about blowing holes in the people's chests with, you know, rifles and stuff like that. You live by the rifle, you will die by the rifle. So he's already let us know what kind of spirit he has. He's not one of us. So he needs to quit saying that he's a Black Panther, because he is not. For all those who don't know what it says in the book of Jubilees chapter 15, as far as that all people are Yah's, they're his property, all souls are his, but he didn't choose everybody, he chose Israel. For all of y'all who don't know about this, I'm going to show you right now. Jubilees chapter 15, verses 30 to 32. There it is right there, Jubilees 15, 30 to 32. I don't think I need to put on my readers. Starting verse 30. For Ishmael and his sons and his brothers and Esau, pardon me, Yahuwah did not cause to approach him. And he chose them not because they are the children of Abraham, because he knew them, but he chose Yazarel to be his people. And he sanctified it and gathered it from among all the children of men. For there are many nations and many peoples, and all are his, and over all he has placed Ruach, spirits, in authority to lead them astray from him. But over Yazarel, that will be the Israelites, that will be the elect, he did not appoint any angel or Ruach, for he required them at the hand of his angels and his Ruach, and at the hand of all his powers, in order that he may guard them and bless them, and that they may be his, and he may be theirs from henceforth forever. So it don't matter if people look like us. They might have some black in them. They might be Hebrew. But Yah told us to try the spirits. We will be known by our fruit. This clown out there, you know, shooting all kind of rhetoric, talking about blowing federal officers up with his gun, shoot them in the chest, putting big holes in their chest. He is not one of us. He is not an Israelite. So he can add all who he want to his little organization, little peon organization called United Empires Panther Party, copycatting off the Black Panther Party of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, so I ain't got to be really tripping now. So, you know, a little background information will bring all the light out. You know what I'm saying? But this brother, I didn't get the name of his channel, but if I could just go back in the history of what I watched, I don't even think I finished watching the video of the brother that was sharing that, because something came up and I had to paused it and I saved it, and I'll finish watching it later. But later on, I will put it in the community part of my YouTube channel if anybody want to see the video. And the brother, I don't know if he said that he's an Israelite, but he's got the right spirit. He's talking, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a clown. He's got the right spirit. And another brother who has the right spirit, he don't claim to be an Israelite, but he has the right spirit. You know what I'm saying? This brother called Introverted Rockstar. Okay, I got a little bit on the video. I want y'all to see what he was sharing yesterday. Okay, so here he is right here, Introverted Rockstar. He be standing on business, y'all. Family, this is Introverted Rockstar. Now, check out what he's got to show on his video about this fake, probably CIA Black Panther plant movement.
Robert Ward, the chairman of Black Panther Party, said the San Diego Panther Party does not endorse, support, or agree with the foolish rhetoric or threats made by the person known as Paul Birdsong in Philadelphia. We call empty emotional threats of armed force attacks wolf tickets. In no way does promoting armed violence and open-ended threats serve to bring the correct posture of a panther. Make that make sense. And y'all can read the rest if you want. But that's facts, man. And in 2026, Black Americans, we're not falling for that CIA operation. We're not falling for these government projects anymore, bro. We're not doing it. These people voted for Trump. That's what they wanted. Why would we go out in the streets and risk our life when they voted for this? But we'll talk about that later on. And you gotta think about something. The original Black Panthers, they started this in their early 20s. They was young, they was kids when they started this. They didn't wait till they late 30s, mid 30s, early 40s. That tells me you all about money. But we'll talk about that later on too. But at first, I swear, I thought it was just me. I thought I was tripping. I'm like, damn. Am I tripping? Should I even talk about this? Like, am I tripping? But I went on TikTok and I saw I wasn't the only one. Want to take
The Black Panthers are a cosplay organization. They get their vest on, you know what I'm saying? They grab a gun and they go out and they march in formation, but they've never actually completed a task for us that we've needed them to complete. I'm not talking about all these little liberal tasks that they be doing, tasks that help everybody. I'm talking about getting things done for us. Khalid Muhammad went out and physically fought the KKK in the streets. The Black Panthers weren't there, and they ain't been there. Don't come to me with this Fred Hampton nonsense. He's also not here. So in between the time that he's been gone and now, what have they been doing? Nothing but cosplaying. The Rainbow Coalition. Let me tell you something about a Rainbow Coalition. Every time Black people coalesce to get something done, every time we come together and we're like, yeah, man, put our heads together, we ready to crack. We got to include somebody. And what happens besides us getting watered down? What happens? The movement gets destroyed, infiltrated by feds, and they always come through that pipeline, through the coalition pipeline. And you know who's responsible for that? The Black Panthers. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying, because you ain't also busting no grapes, so shut up. I'm sick of cosplayers coming out here and acting like they finna do something. Ain't none of y'all been on real shit since never. Y'all saw people get beat up on Edmund whatever bridge, and ever since then you just been getting the backs kicked in, and ain't not one of y'all, and the ones who do end up getting locked up. We go to prison. That's where we go, to prison. We get locked up. See this frustration, man. It's like I came out of the gate screaming, ready to move, only to have to fight off hordes of non-brothers and sisters, people who wasn't even connected to the Black struggle, who wasn't even connected to Black anything. I had to beat all them off with a stick just to have a conversation. Just have a solo conversation with another Black person.
And y'all already know what I say. Make that make sense.
You see, family, the brother that was on the video, you know, everybody's hearing what this puppet, this clown out there in Philadelphia is saying, that he's a Black Panther, but he's not. The background information proves that he got this little peon organization that he's copycatting off the original Black Panthers. But he's not a Black Panther. You know, the United Empire's Panther Party. That's what his little peon organization is called. And he's got a lot of people up in the air about the Black Panthers inviting non-blacks into it. But see, you know, that's what this brother was thinking. That's what I was thinking yesterday when I did my video. But come to find out, he's in an organization that is not the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? It's like they copycatting off of the Black Panthers by using part of the name. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was just saying, like, you know, if they were the Black Panthers in Philadelphia, how can y'all, you know, be so weak? You know what I'm saying? So soft to let somebody who's not one of us lead it. But now I understand. It's not the Black Panther Party in Philadelphia. It's called some United, you know, some junk that he started. I don't know if he started. United Empire's Panther Party. Copycatting off of what our people started. But here's just a little bit more of this brother, introverted rock star. Something he's got to say. But he was still thinking that it was about that they was Black Panthers too.
They thought they was better than
But they're not.
Black Americans. These people don't like us. You telling me that now people acknowledge the Black Panther Party when all along we was telling them about the Black Panthers and they told us they had black fatigue? Think about this, bro. This is a CIA operation. And I'm going to say allegedly because you know how they like to play it. You know how they like to get it. You know, I'm going to say it's allegedly, but this is a CIA operation, bro. We cannot fall for this BS. They doing whatever they can do. Like I told y'all, they can't deport us. So they doing whatever they can do to get us out on the streets so they can murder us, lock us up, do all type of stuff. This is not our battle, man. It's not our battle. Like I say, I'm not an evil person. I don't hate any race, any group of people. I don't have no hatred towards these people. But you got to think about it. Most of these people don't like us. They don't like us. They thought they'd come to America, skip over our history, and do what they want to do. And white America would accept them. Hell no, it don't work like that.
See, everybody woke to their bull crap. You see what I'm saying? But the dude, Paul Birdsong, going around talking about, you know, perpetrating like he a Black Panther member and stuff like that. And that's what got all of us, you know, up in air, like, come on now, what they doing? But he's not even a part of the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like digress a little bit. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, when I saw that this morning, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do this video earlier, but I had some business to take care of with the whip. And one of my sisters from Indiana moved up here last summer. So sometimes I, you know, be helping her run some errands and stuff. You know, she don't have a car no more. So, you know, I'll be the brotherly love kind of brother trying to help my big sister out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm just getting back home recently from, you know, helping my sister out, run some errands and stuff. I got a little bit more I want to share about what the brother introverted rock star saying. You know what I'm saying?
Because at first I was going to let this go, bro. But to see these people dressing up in leather jackets, come on, bro. You're Puerto Rican, you Hispanic, what are you talking about? Stop using our names for your movements. I've been telling y'all this for 2 weeks straight. Everyone has to copy us to start some type of movement, to make some type of money. They have to copy us. You're Puerto Rican, start your own group. Don't use our name, because when you use our name and you send threats to ICE, that hurt our people.
See? That's right.
You see what I'm saying, family?
See? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, you know, was all fired up yesterday and stuff. Come on, man, you ain't no black person, man. You ain't got no business being in the Black Panther Party of self-defense, dude. You a Puerto Rican. Join the Puerto Rican Lords. You dig what I'm saying? But come to find out this morning, like I said, I was strolling through YouTube, y'all, and found this brother with this video with the background information on Paul Birdsong. He's not in the Black Panthers. He's got some little peon movement trying to copycat off what our people originated. Okay, so that's what I want to share with y'all. You know, dude is not in the Black Panthers. There's no organization called United. I keep forgetting this little peon name. What I say it's like that's. It's called United Empires Panther Party. You know, they ought to sue him because he got so many people thinking that he's a Black Panther. You know, inviting illegals in. You know, people from the Caucasian race. You know what I'm saying? But see, if you brothers out there and sisters out there around the country, you know, still holding it down with the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to put a stop to him plagiarizing y'all name, because he's got a lot of people, you know, putting bad words out there on y'all organization, and he's not even one of y'all. He's not even a Black Panther. Y'all need to do something about that. I'm talking about on the legal sense. You know, put a stop to him. You know, so maybe he ain't a part of the CIA or the FBI undercover or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He got his loan, but he won't say the name of his little peon organization because you know it ain't about nothing. He's got to try to make it sound like it's all about something important. He gonna put the name Black Panther Party on it, but he's not even a Black Panther. Y'all need to put a stop to him. Legal, go do some legal, stuff against him. You know what I'm saying? And stop him from using the name of y'all organization. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people out here thinking bad things about the original Black Panthers. Now I see for myself, he's not a member of the Black Panthers. He's got his own peon organization, just copycatting off y'all. But y'all need to really just put a stop to that. Okay, family, so I hope I cleared the air about a little something, just because people look like us. They might be black, they might be got some black in them, they might, be Hebrew, but they not Israelite. Y'all said test the spirits. Try the spirits, and you people will be known by their fruit. You live by the gun, you're going to die by the gun. Paul Birdsong. Okay, Israelite family, one love and shalom.